வடநாட்டுல இருக்கிறவனுக்கு பாரு பண்ணி குட்டு போட்ட மாதிரி போட்டு இந்தி பச்சவெல்லாம் எங்க இருக்கிறான்
பானிபூரி கடை வச்சுக்கிறான்.
இந்தி பச்சவெல்லாம் என் வீட்டுல மாடு மேய்க்கிறான் விளையாட்டுக்கு சொல்ல உண்மை இங்க பானிபூரி விற்கிறான் கொத்து வேலை செய்யறான் ஆச்சார வேலை செய்யறான் நாமளும் இந்திய பச்சா வடநாட்டுக்கு தான் போய் பானிபூரி தான் சொன்னோம்.
Friends, this is how divisive and xenophobic mentality looks like. Rahul Gandhi, who likes to identify himself as the brand ambassador of Mohabbat Ki Dukaan, is in reality playing a dangerous divisive politics in India. We all know how he has triggered a North versus South debate in our country.
And if this was gone, then somebody can come to Kerala and say, we do not want you to speak Malayalam. We do not want you to have dosa for breakfast.
Which is now being furthered by his party allies, especially DMK in the south. These same people are now spreading misleading narratives on the imposition of Hindi by the centre. You see, the ruling DMK has been consistently showing their hostility towards the Hindi language by passing derogatory slurs and abuses against Hindi-speaking people. And in the words of Home Minister Amit Shah, it feels as if this tirade against the North Indians and especially Hindi is just being used as a political weapon to hide their own failures.
जो भाषा के नाम पर दुकान चलाते हैं अपने भ्रष्टाचार को छुपाने के लिए, भारत की एक एक भाषा भारत की संस्कृति का गहना है.
From using words like
நாமளும் இந்திய பச்சா வடநாட்டுக்கு தான் போய் பானிபூரி தான் சொன்னோம்.
Pani Puri sellers to street vendors for the Hindi-speaking people to calling them pigs.
பண்ணி குட்டு போட்ட மாதிரி போட்டு
The Indie allies have done it all. You see, at the beginning of this video, you heard this Indie Alliance DMK MSME minister, TM Anbarasan, comparing the North India's population growth to pigs giving birth.
வடநாட்டுல இருக்கிறவனுக்கு பாரு பண்ணி குட்டு போட்ட மாதிரி போட்டு.
And well, not just that, the same minister had once made a controversial statement by suggesting that the Hindi speakers in his household were usually involved in cattle herding, pani puri selling and construction work.
இந்தி பச்சவெல்லாம் எங்க இருக்கிறான் இந்தி பச்சவெல்லாம் என் வீட்டுல மாடு மேய்க்கிறான் விளையாட்டுக்கு சொல்ல உண்மை இங்க பானிபூரி விற்கிறான் கொத்து வேலை செய்யறான் ஆச்சார வேலை செய்யறான் நாமளும் இந்திய பச்சா வடநாட்டுக்கு தான் போய் பானிபூரி தான் சொன்னோம்.
Well, let me tell you that TM Anbarasan is not the only TMK minister who is spewing venom against the Hindi-speaking North Indians and instigating the South against the North. Through this video, we will give you a glimpse of all such TMK leaders who have made hateful remarks against the Hindi-speaking North Indians. But before we move on with our video, I request you to please subscribe to our channel, and also if you like our content, don't forget to like and share it with your friends and family. Well, moving on. Let's start with this derogatory remark by DMK General Secretary and Minister for Water Resources, Durai Murguran.
நார்த் இந்தியா மாதிரி நம்மளே காட்டு வரான்றது.
Here he is calling Hindi language as Pida, which is basically a Tamil slur meaning bad omen. Let me translate this minister's statement in English for you. From that time on, we have been opposing it. If we say we are opposing, it is not the language itself that we oppose. In our community, there are people who learn multiple languages, multilingual poets. However, if you study this particular language, you will face dosham, which is inauspiciousness, Thitu, which is impurity and misfortune. If you study English, you will go up, that is, you will progress. But if you study Hindi, you will go down, that means you will decline. Well, let me continue and show you what bizarre comparisons this DMK minister is making of Hindi language with a second wife. Consider a man who is at home with his wife and having children and has brought a saraku, meaning a courtesan or a second wife. Do you understand the implication? Say he has brought a second wife, then they, that is the first wife, will lose her privilege and the second wife will be given preference. Likewise, what did he do? He tried to impose on us and we said no. Apart from this, the DMK minister even goes on to mock North Indians by calling them barbarians and also equating them with pigs and piglets for having many children. Next, moving on to another controversial DMK leader, which is A. Raja. Last month, he made quite similar statement like that of TM Anbarasan, stating that Hindi speakers who have come here are only doing construction labor jobs or in fields. Earlier, they were only selling pani puri. Now, they are working in farms. In addition to that, in order to impose the Hindi imposition move of the centre, A. Raja stated that children from Tamil Nadu who studied English and Tamil are studying in America, England, Australia. So why should we study Hindi? The right to ask that question has been given to us by our Chief Minister. Well, mocking North Indians by demeaning their profession seems like a common derogatory phrase often used by DMK ministers. This Tamil Nadu Higher Education Minister K. Ponmudi also once in May 2022, while speaking at a convocation inauguration ceremony, made this remark that it is not necessary to learn Hindi as speakers of that language can be found selling only pani puris. Also, DMK MP Dayanidhi Maran in a public meeting in 2023 stated that people who learned Hindi are working in Tamil Nadu as construction workers and washing toilets, while Tamilians are working in IT sector at high posts. Next, we will take you to the October 2022 statement of DMK Minister Mano Thangaraj, who mocked the Gujaratis, claiming that the North Indians roam around in loincloths and also that if their people are made to learn Hindi, then they would lead to jobs only in labor sectors like working at parota stalls and as street vendors.
எங்கேயுமே போறீங்க அங்க உங்களை போனோன்னு இதே மாதிரி ஏமாத்துவான் அகதமாத்து காந்தி நகர் அது இதெல்லாம் சொல்லுவான் இதெல்லாம் நீங்க பார்க்கவே செய்யுங்க ஐயா ஆளை விட்டு ஊரை கட்டுன்னு சொல்லுங்க அங்க ஊரை பாருங்க ஊரை பார்த்தா இந்த கோமணக்காரனுக்கு லட்சணம் நமக்கு தெரியும் நான் நேற்றுக்கு ஒரு பொதுக்கூட்டத்தில் பேசுறேன் மக்கள்லாம் நான் சொன்னேன் உங்க ஊர் புரோட்டா கடையில உங்க ஊர்ல கோழி கடையில யார்டா நிக்க வட இந்தியாக்காரன் நான் இந்திய படிச்சு எங்க வேலைக்கு போகுது அங்க இங்க புரோட்டா கடை எனக்கு வேலைக்கு ஆள் இல்ல நான் எங்க பிடிச்சிட்டு வரேன்.
You see, not only the North Indians, but DMK ministers have been now particularly targeting specific areas in the north. Just like mocking Gujaratis, there have been certain India Alliance ministers who have taken a dig at Biharis. DMK MLA TRB Raja had once in 2020 stated that Vadakkans, that is a slur for North Indian, don't have a sense of democracy and also that Biharis will remain at the bottom because of their voting choices. Similarly, DMK Organizational Secretary R.S. Bharati in March 2023 had sparked a controversy when he stated that North Indians sell Pani Puri in Tamil Nadu and the governor is also like them. He in fact compared the governor to a migrant worker from Bihar and said that he would not have left without being beaten had Jayalalitha been alive. Well, not only the DMK ministers, but in fact even their leader M.K. Stalin has left no opportunity to mock North Indians. It was during one of his campaign rallies in 2021 that Stalin stated they are conspiring to place Hindi-speaking youngsters in jobs in Tamil Nadu and grow BJP through that here. The Edapati Palaniswamy government may be a mute spectator to this, but DMK or Tamil Nadu people won't let that happen. Well, let me tell my viewers that Stalin has been at the forefront lately opposing the centre's National Education Policy 2020, which promotes a 3-language format. He has called it as a part of backdoor attempt to push Hindi and also terming it as Hindi colonialism, also furthering his father's legacy of making derogatory remarks against Hindi-speaking people. One must also remember how Udayanidhi Stalin had triggered a political row by making objectionable comments on Sanatan Dharma, that it is like malaria and thus should be eradicated. And in fact, while recently commenting on the ongoing Hindi imposition row, it was Udayanidhi Stalin who had stated that the Tamil Nadu is ready for a language war. So you see, making derogatory statements and using abusive language against the Hindi-speaking community is nothing but an attempt of India Alliance leaders to wage a divisive narrative between the North and the South, just like what Congress has been doing it for years, as they think it will give them an edge in their appeasement politics.